Okay, so let's move to Module 4. Module 4, we're going to talk about linear equations. So linear equations are the most frequently used in business. It is used to determine prices, create plans, to derive values, and also to make decisions. It will help you to make decisions, basically. The real world is complex, and usually it is not linear. But what we try to do is we try to understand the real world by making it in a series of linear ways so that we can understand it much better, because non-linear systems are a little complex to really come up with. So we make these things linear. So one of the classical examples of linear equation is the study of economics. When you talk about demand price and supply price curves, you'll be doing those in economics class. Basically, we are going to take all of them as linear equations. Okay, so let's go with linear equations. What is a linear equation? So the one that you see here, y is equal to ax plus b, is a linear equation. So if you look at it from a graphical point of view, so you can see that the graphical point will be like this, and we can say that the linear line is like this, very linear, which is a straight line. Now, in a graphical point, this is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. Okay? This is the straight line. This is a straight line, or this is a linear equation. The slope of the linear equation can be said as a, and then the intercept, the distance from 0 to this y line, where it hits the y line, this can be called the intercept, and that is called b. So a is the slope and b is the intercept. So if we have the slope as a and the intercept as b, then we can say that the straight line is equal to y equal to a times x plus b. What it basically means is that if I have any point in a, okay, I can find the value of y. That is the whole idea. Okay, and using this equation, if I substitute the value of x here, I can find the value of y. And that is what this y is equal to ax plus b. So there are different forms of writing a linear equation. So y is equal to ax plus b is one form. It can be written as also x plus a is equal to b. That means if a is equal to 5, then x, or if I say x is equal to a is equal to 5, or x is equal to 5, whichever way we can say. So example will be like x is equal to x minus 5 is equal to 10. Okay, so minus 5 is the a and b is 10. So we can find x is equal to 10 plus 5 is equal to 15. So this is one way of writing. This linear equation. So another way of writing the equation can be ax will be equal to b. So here, if I have 3x is equal to 18, x will be equal to 18 divided by 3, which is going to be equal to 6. Or I can say that 3/4 of an x is equal to 2/5. Then what is x here? X will be equal to, I'm going to keep this 2/5. I'm going to bring this 3/4. When I bring it to the other side, I'm going to flip it. And that becomes 4/3, and that becomes 8/15. So x is equal to 8/15. So look what we are doing here. So in this case, 3x is equal to 18. So when 3 times x, so when I bring it to the other side, that becomes 3 becomes the denominator. It goes to the bottom. So 18/3, that is equal to 6. Okay, 18 by 3. So 3 becomes at the bottom, so that's why it becomes 6. In this case, when I bring this 3/4 to the other side, I'm flipping it, which is 4/3, and that becomes 8/15. That's an easy way of doing it. There are different ways of doing it. I'm just doing it the way that I know. So another way of doing that will be ax plus b is equal to c. So in this case, let's say 3y plus 7 is equal to 25. So what is y? So 3y is going to 25 minus 7. So when I bring this plus, that becomes minus on the other side. That's why it becomes 18. Now y, like we did before, 3 will go to the bottom. So 18 by 3, that goes to 6. That's another way of doing it. Or I can say that 8 by 5x plus 2 is equal to minus 1. So 8 by 5x is equal to minus 1 minus 2, which is going to be minus 3. Okay, so 8, therefore x is equal to minus 3 times 5 by 8, which is going to be minus 15 by 8, which is going to be minus 1.87. So there is another thing that we can do also. Let's say ax plus b is equal to cx plus d. If it is written this way, let's find out how to calculate x. So 6x, let's say 6x minus 15 is going to be equal to minus 8x plus 13. Okay, so here I'm going to bring the 8x this way and the 15 here. Okay, that's what I'm planning to do. So 8x plus 8x. So 6x is the same. 8x, when I bring it here, is going to be plus. So here we have 13. When I bring this minus, that becomes plus. That becomes 18. So 14x is going to be equal to 28. 14x is going to be equal to 28. X is going to be equal to 18 by 4 because we're bringing it down. That becomes equal to 2. So that is another way. Let's do one more thing. This is called a distributive property. So a times b plus c is going to be equal to ab plus ac. This is the distributive property. Okay. So in this case, 2 times x minus 3 is equal to what? Minus 7 minus 1 equal to minus 8. Okay, or it becomes 2x minus 6 is going to be equal to minus 8, or x will be equal to minus 1. So you can do the math on this. I want you to do a math. So if I'm going to have, like, the question here is this. Okay, the question is 2 times x minus 3 plus 1 is going to be equal to minus 7. If the question is 2 times x minus 3 plus 1 is equal to minus 7, what is x? And this is how we do it. I want you to figure this one out. So let's start graphing linear equations. You remember, when we started out, we had a linear equation graphed, right? Let's visit that equation again. That equation is going to be y is equal to ax plus b, where a is the slope and b is the intercept. Now, we have to bring every equation to this form. That is the whole idea. So let's say we have an equation which is like 2x plus y is equal to 7. We need to change this to this format. So how do you do that? So we can do this easily by y is equal to 7 minus 2x, right? Or y is equal to minus 2x plus 7. So now in this case, what is the slope? The slope is minus 2. What is the intercept? The intercept is 7. Now let's continue. So we know that we need to bring whatever equation we have, we need to bring it to the form of the old equation y is equal to ax plus b, right? And let's do that. So suppose I have an equation which says 3x minus 2y is equal to 4. 3x minus 4y is equal to 4. So now minus 2y is equal to 4 minus 3x, correct? Now minus y is going to be equal to 4 minus 3x divided by 2. That is going to be equal to 4 by 2 minus 3x by 2, which is going to be equal to 2 minus 3x by 2. So this is minus y is equal to 2 minus 3x by 2. So what is plus y? Y is going to be equal to this 3x by 2, which is a negative, will become positive because we're bringing the negative side. So that is 3x by 2. And this 2 is going to be minus 2. So in this case, what is my slope? My slope is 3 by 2. That is my slope. My intercept is minus 2. So if I want to graph this, I can do this very easily. So I'm going to have my y. I'm going to have my x. So this is my x and y. The intercept is minus 2. Let me put some numbers here. So this is minus 2. This is minus 1. This one is 1. This one is 2. This one is 3. This one is 4. This one is plus 1. This is plus 2. This is plus 3. This is my graph. So my intercept is minus 2. So that's where I start. So I know where the starting position is. I need to find another point. If I have another point, I can draw a straight line. Okay, I can draw a straight line through that. So this is my first point. This is my first intercept point. And then if I find another point somewhere here, then I can draw pretty much a straight line here. Okay, that is the whole idea. And then I'll know this is my straight line. My slope is 3 by 2. What does that mean? It means that I go up by 3 from this point. I go up by 3 and right by 2. That is the whole idea. So up by 3 will be 1, 2, 3. So this is where I end up by 3. By 2 basically means 1 and 2. This is where I end up. Okay, that is my second point. So I go up by 3, 1, 2, 3, and right by 2. That is what 3 by 2 means. So now I can pretty much draw a straight line. And that is going to be my straight line. And that equation of that straight line is going to be y is equal to 3x by 2 minus 2. That is going to be my linear equation for that straight line. So let's do one more and then we'll go to practice ones, okay? So one more. So I'm going to have minus 4x plus 2y is equal to 8. So 2y is equal to 8 plus 4x. So y is equal to 8 by 2 plus 4 by 2x. So y is going to be equal to 4 plus 2x, which is y is equal to 2x plus 4. So now I can use this 2x plus 4. This is my linear equation. So now I can put this as in a graphical format. My graphical format will be this is my x and this is my y. Okay, so how do I do this? I can have, let's say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. So where is my starting point? My intercept is 4, so that is my starting point, 4.